All right, a beautiful afternoon. You're welcome to the Friday edition of The Buzz, where we talk about what's trending and what's buzzing on social media. My name is Ruth Blossom. I'm excited as always to be here. Well, I said that in the previous program, but I'm going to say it again. I've been influenced with the Thank God It's Friday syndrome today by my co-host, Patricia. Patricia, good afternoon.
Don't pretend as if you do not like Thank God It's Friday. Don't pretend.
I love Thank God It's Friday, but your Thank God It's Friday started as like yesterday.
Don't let the whole world. Don't let the whole world know you, please. Anyway, Thank God It's Friday. She didn't say it the way I usually say it. I say it with so much excitement.
Okay.
Thank God It's Friday edition of The Buzz, where we'll be talking about things that are going to make you happy over the weekend. You just laugh over the things that we're going to be talking about. My name is Patricia Gabriels.
Okay, yeah, so we have, we used to call them before special appearances, but right now, they are now part of us. They are also part of the table, the round table. So you'll be getting to see her every Friday. But of course, she's still special because tomorrow she can just tell me, listen, please, I'm not going to be on your set again. But I know she will do that. Anyways, you're welcome to the show. Janet, how you doing? Janet by design.
Good afternoon, and Blossom. Good afternoon, Patricia. Good afternoon to our viewers out there. Yes, it's Friday, and thank God it's Friday. Oh, well, the weather is so cold out there. I don't know. How is the weather?
The weather is cold.
Are you enjoying this? Do you like this cold?
No, I do not like it.
I do. I like to ask me. I love it to every bit.
No, the cold is good. The rain, nah.
Okay, true though. The rain now.
Yeah.
The cold weather. Mm-hmm. Anyway, someone called me and said, we're having summer, it's so hot. I said, we have winter. I don't understand. We have winter right now. Where are you to get your own summer from? Anyway, welcome to Nigeria winter.
Okay, so basically I'm just gonna go straight to what we have for today, but before that we'll introduce our guest in the house, and we had to, it was not me, Katsi, Mr. Biodun, that had to, shorten the name and said TK. I was like, oh, that's nice. So we have TK in the house. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm here. I want to say good afternoon to everyone out there, and I think you guys give me heads up about your dress, the outfit of Friday.
Okay.
I'm looking a bit odd.
Our apologies.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love the weather because I do more work from home. So it's always sweet to have that cold shower.
TK.
My man like me.
TK, I was just going to say that.
Oh my word. Well, today's going to be fun, like I said. Okay, so let's just dive in. We have two very strong entertainment story that we'll be diving in. And this one is about VDM. VDM decided to pick up Mohbad's case again in relation with Sam Larry, in relation with, what's his name again? Sam Larry, Zlatan, and of course Naira Marley. And of course that was when he went out, I think for Burna Boy's birthday. Yeah, and he was a particular guy was trying to tell him, why is he mentioning Zlatan? Why are you mentioning Zlatan? So VDM took the pain to explain to him why he was doing that by citing some examples, like if you were the one, what would you do? So for us to really understand what VDM is the message is trying to pass, it's not like it's trying to implicate Zlatan or say, no, this is who he is. But in real sense, what do you think about this? So I want us to just pay very good attention to this video. And of course, I'll ask that same question. We all answer that question and know for a fact if VDM is actually wrong with what he's doing or is actually playing a very safe and the right card. So let's quickly watch this video where VDM was actually trying to educate Lagosians. We'll be right back. Well, I do not know why that video is short, but that video was supposed to be finished because we need to understand what he was trying to say. Emmanuel, please next time play our video for full. Anyways, let me just go down. So he was trying to say that, there was an issue where, they were trying to shoot a musical video, and while shooting the musical video, Zlatan and Mohbad were on a wheelchair. It's just for the musical video. So Sam Larry came out. That's the video we all saw. Sam Larry came out, had some boys, and some people were able to circle some things in red where, they were showing that somebody had either a cane or something that looks like a weapon, which they wanted to use to hit Mohbad. And of course, it was as though from the videos, Lantan already knew that that was Sam Larry coming to attack him. From the video, you know, people having to talk and all of that. So immediately he heard his voice. At that point, you even see that Mohbad did not see, he didn't even notice what was going on because he was sitting down, you know, waiting for what they're about to do. But by then, Zilantan was already very active. He stood up from his chair and tried to, you know, block Sam Larry. But Sam Larry was able to, we just only saw where he hit him just once. And, you know, the video was stopped. But from every indication, there some things were not fixed. Then another video popped up and like, okay, look at this hairstyle in that video where he was sitting down with Dantan, and look at the same hairstyle when he was in the car, when somebody underneath, a voice underneath stating that Shebi don't do what you want to do. He don't beat you now. So that's it. The other lady, I don't know who the lady there, we had a voice, was also crying that why would they do this? He had some sores on his face and all of that. So where VDM was trying to come out from is, why is it that Zlatan never said anything even before his death and after his death? Like, why didn't you come out? Like, if me and you were going out and unfortunately you're probably behind and, you know, people were robbing and they pack one of us as part of the robbers, are you going to allow them to beat me and burn me alive just like the other persons? Or won't you come out and say, no, we're working together, he's not part of, won't you come out? Would you just watch? Even after dying, you will not still say something? So that's where VDM is coming out to say Zlatan should have said something. That means he knows something and he's keeping quiet, because from the video he stood up even before Mohbad saw that somebody was about to attack him. So he heard voices, he was sensitive, or probably he knows something before that. So all of these things are still under allegedly. So that brings me to the question. With what VDM said now, do you think for a fact, let me even ask TK with this little story. Obviously you will back up your brother or your friend because you guys are pretty close. But do you think VDM is just trying to bring up a fire or a smoke that is already dead? Like, allow this guy just go and let everybody be. Yes, if Zlatan did something bad, let his conscience be the judge. That's what people are saying. And because people knew that Zlatan was a very good friend of Mohbad. What are your thoughts about that?
I think we should always stand up for our friends.
Okay.
Because you should, when things happen to people around you, you should be a witness. You should speak up. I mean, like the popular politician would say, if you say the truth, you die. If you don't say the truth, you still die. So I think it's one of the quality of friendship is being able to stand up. And you were even there. You know, you were there. Well, the story is so messy. I was speaking with my wife. We were speaking about it. I think maybe a week ago that this Mohbad thing is dragging for too long. And I just feel somewhere there's a conspiracy somewhere just to die the matter. Because if truly there was a question, was the police question him? Was a statement made official? A lot of questions. But I mean, for what VDM said, in the face of it, because we also don't know the kind of pressure that Zlatan is on. We don't know the kind of pressure, but these guys, they have a life that we are not aware of. You know, a lot of things. He could be praying about his own personal life. He could be under threat and things like that. But on the face value, I think that we should always stand up for our friends. And when you see something, you say something.
Okay. I'm going to talk about, because we've talked about that on the bus here. There's a time we carried the story of Mohbad's wife thanking Zlatan for paying the son's school fees, making them not to be hungry, paying their rent. She says everyone should have a friend like Zlatan. Okay. Now, did he wait, allegedly, like she said, did he wait for him to die before standing up for his friend? Or do you think he should have stood up for him while all that was going on? Because as it is, what VDM is saying is that he was there, he saw things, and he's not speaking out. So
again, I would say I don't have the whole story, but I'm just choosing on the face value based on what VDM just said today. We should always stand up for what is right. And it's like things that happen around us, we should always speak up. But like again, I'm not privy to things that happen behind the scene. You know, I don't want to speak specifically on that matter, but generally about life. When things happen, you speak up, because if it happens to people around you and you don't speak up, a day will come, it will happen to you. Around you
not speak up.
So people say, it's not my business. It doesn't know.
I don't want to get into trouble.
But what goes around will
always come around. That's very true. I don't know. Did you have a question?
I just felt Vivian was trying to fight for the truth. When you have a friend and you can't stand up for your friend, it's not right. Especially when it's your friend. That doesn't mean you should not speak the truth. Even if someone is your friend, you should always come out and say the truth. You know? Well, your life can't just be there for long. One day, the truth will come out. Of course. You can't just say the truth when you're supposed to say
the truth.
But like you said, TK, this is dragging for too long because the father is in one place doing his own. Again, I don't know. There's so many people attached to this guy's death. I don't know.
I don't know what elders, because there are times when the law, because of the law of sentiment and things, is not able to, you know, get the truth out. Don't they have elders who can sit down all parties involved and say, look, what are you guys really fighting for? Is it property? Is it that you're fighting for the truth? You know, so what actually are you fighting for? What's the struggle about? So let's resolve, because look, they are destroying the image of this guy. Look, if they keep his image intact, his children can still benefit from the reality that comes from his music. Yeah, so I think he should be. Do you know that Michael Jackson? There's a lot of issues around his death. Yeah, but we don't hear those again because they know that look, life must move on. If you guys can't find the truth, there should be a discussion. Let's resolve this matter because it's to nobody's benefit. If this probably is the benefit of bloggers. If this story keeps coming up, but there's nothing wrong for William to ask the truth to say. He feels that he should have stood up. For him, I agree totally. Stand up for your friend. Because do you know that when you're around your friends, you tend to be more vulnerable. For example, because you just assume that my friend will have my back. True. You just assume that, okay, my friend will shield me. So when you are there, when something happens to your friend, it is very, very good that you stand up for your friends.
Standing up for your friends.
May God no let us find a bad friend person. You know, why I said that, you know, as you were talking about standing up for your friend, I remember I have this friend who sent his young son to Canada to study some years ago. The boy was 17 or 18, and he has these friends that he thought were his close friends, just like you said it. So they dragged him, let's go clubbing and all that. He hasn't done anything like that before, but he felt that, okay, my friends have my back. And he joined them to go for clubbing. And behold, they got there. He said, according to the police, they were all drinking. Some people were smoking, but he wasn't doing anything. He had his water, drinking his bottle of water. So at the time, he needed to use the restroom. And was like, oh, let me go use the restroom. And he left his water. Now, these boys had a new drug they wanted to test. So what did they do? This is friends, his best friends, like we always say. Put the drug inside his water. Let him be the first one to test. Let's see how he will react to it. And he came back. Oh, guys. And he took his water and he drank. He fell down there and died on the spot. Oh. And this boy was his father's only son. The other children were girls. Okay, so when you say stand up for friend, it's not 100%. It's 40%.
No, like I said, I'm talking about the ideal.
Ideal friends.
The ideal thing.
The ideals that when you use the word friend, I know we use it so
casually.
And so, you know, but when you say somebody is my friend, you know, we are intimate, we are close, he has access to information that others people don't know about me, I'm vulnerable towards you, then you shouldn't think like that should not happen. And also, I always tell people, deciding who is your friend is something you have to take time to decide. Don't allow circumstances to determine who is your friend. You know, subject that decision making of who your friend is subject to that to a process. Look at the question about if you guys have the same value system, do you think the same way, are you going the same way, and what's the background, so and you will have seen. Because for some people, it is situations that choose their friend for them.
True.
Yes.
It could be because they work in the same place. It could be because they are on the same streets. It could be because there's something about him that but please, when you call, look, acquaintances you can be an acquaintance with everyone. Even the scripture says because even the Bible never said that you should be your friend. But shouldn't be your friend. You should determine and decide
who are your friends. It's very important. It goes a very long way. Anyways, let's go for the second story. Patricia, what will we be talking about? Why are you looking that way?
No, I was trying to find out something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about the actor Don Richard. Don Richard said he fell ill after he quit drinking and smoking. I mean, do people fall ill after quitting drink?
Well, maybe you already had something going on, but
maybe the drinks have damaged liver or kidney. Excuse me, we have a video to that. Let's go see the video.
We'll come back and of course get a reaction. Stay with us. It's okay. How lost I am.
I was trying to listen to get the context in which he was saying those things he was saying.
Yeah.
This thing that he's trying to encourage that you should, if you have been smoking, just continue your smoking like you drop. Because I just was going to my phone now. Now listen, probably if you have been addicted to drinking and smoking, an addiction. It's not all addiction has to do that land you in the second person. But some people are addicted to addicted to addicted. So if you're addicted to drinking and smoking, the system is used to it. And you want to withdraw. It's not called withdrawal symptoms. You will have that.
Of course, yes.
It's as if you are sick. It's as if something is wrong with you. You just don't feel normal. Because you see some artists who, before they go on stage, they have to take something.
They have to take something true.
They will not feel themselves if you don't. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't have proof. I know that there's some promoters when they bring you for a show, they have to arrange some things behind the stage for you. Part of things that they will have to arrange for you so that you can be your best.
It's not alleged. It's not everyone who drinks and smoke, but naturally, once you can.
I don't want to arrest me and say something. But it's possible that if you have been addicted to those things, that when you're trying to withdraw, those things can happen. As if you are sick, you are ill, something is wrong with you, you're not feeling okay, you can't think straight, your body, so it's possible.
Be shaking.
Vibrating. You lose appetite, you sleep, lose weight.
How do you feel when someone steals your phone? That moment, that first thing, it's as if, am I going to survive this one without a phone?
See, TK, you're going far, because there was a time I was coming to work and I took I was coming to work just a very short distance so I could take the normal route to work. Right inside that bus, I do not even know how it happened. I have these bags that always have this conjoined zip. So I didn't zip it up, which would have been difficult for someone who wants to steal in my presence to steal. I zipped it to the other side. So the next passenger was just about to take my 2 phones. Well, my 2 phones were literally already out of the bag, just a little bit more. He's gone. And once he takes it, the next thing is that, okay, I won't stop here, right? So that I do not know how. I just checked my bag. I just looked down and I saw his hand quickly switched. And I removed my lunchbox and I checked. Oh my! I did not get myself. I was at work that day. All through when I even got home, I was not myself. Because what came to my head is,
what if?
What if? So literally just taking to the hospital.
You should just know that could be a problem. Maybe you were already addicted to taking those things. So your body, everything has adjusted to taking those things. When you're trying to withdraw, it's possible you have these reactions.
There's always these reactions when you
let's say online, there's nothing good about you.
I'm going to ask after you've done his introduction because he's an upcoming artist.
Yes.
So I want to ask.
You want to ask him? Yes. Let's introduce him.
this introduction, I want to ask you.
we have one of the latest artists, a new artist in the house. His name is 3 Slack. First, before they put you on the hot seat, why did 3 Slack though? Like you Slack 1, Slack 2, Slack 3. Why? I'm kidding. What does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just a unique name.
Just a unique name. So who coined it for you? Did you generate it from something?
No, I was just like, I have to look for a name.
Name that is different.
Yeah, different, like phrase that.
Oh wow. I'm looking for AKA too.
So what's your own?
AKA Blossom Rose Blossom.
Is it not AKA? Blossom, why do you want to go for that?
I did not. Is it that I said? Nobody told me that. No way. No. It's unique.
No, it's very unique, bro.
Now I'm in trouble.
It's very unique, bro. It's very unique, bro.
I think it's phonetic, not
Bro.
Jay, pack your bag. After this, you're going home with me.
Anyway, it's nice to have you on the set. So we're talking about withdrawing from, and then she said, or he said, you know, some artists when they want to perform, they give them drink, they give them smoke, you know, all that. 2 questions.
I didn't see it.
Okay, allegedly. Okay,
It could be.
blah.
There's nobody like that.
I'm not confirming.
Only no Blossom. So what's your question?
Confirm it. So is that true? Number 1. Number 2, do you use any of that when you want to perform?
So number 1, that's true. Some artists, they do it for like, because of the pressure.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it is, you know.
So they need the energy.
Yeah, they need the energy.
But there was a time, I don't know, a very popular artist I'm not going to mention, he was going to go on stage, I think, I've forgotten the park, one very big park at on the island. And right there, while interviewing, because there's a VIP section, there's a VVIP section. So the VV section is where all those things are. So we're opportune to go there, but not everybody. So going there, I saw love, I was like, do you really need to get into this mood to sing? He felt very offended. And he looked at me and I was like, no, now, like, we're just chilling. So they even get pretty offended when you tell them that's what they take. But trust me, there are some artists that I feel that they don't even have control over these things. Take example, Kenny Black's event. I don't know if anybody saw recent Kenny Black's event where they called up DJ Chicken. I knew that was the end of the show, at least that segment. Because when they were telling DJ Chicken, it's okay, stop, no, you're talking to somebody else. They had to, Kenny Black has to come and like, this is not the script. Somebody should take him off stage. So these things really, really affect artists. But somehow, people who can control it. It just gives them this energy and vibe. And once they're done, they're fagged out, they just want to sleep.
You didn't answer. Do you take it?
No, I don't.
Maybe if you were, you wouldn't even say you want to stay on air.
No, but I don't do all the stuff.
Which is good. You shouldn't
stand on that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. So tell me, when did you start? When did you start your music career?
I started like I've been doing music ever since I was a kid.
Oh.
But I started like seriously like 220.
220? That's about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how has it been for you? Have you had any collaboration with any top artists, or you're planning to?
You know, I'm planning to have some collaborations. Like, I'm open to any collaborations.
Okay, before getting, you still have to ask for some people's collaboration. Right. So, but tell me, how is it, the journey for you? How has it been? Like, you started as a kid, but now professionally, you want to, be in the entertainment space. How's it been for you? How are you coping?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best, and every day, facing new challenges.
I was about to ask you, what are the challenges that is stopping your notch right now for you?
To get noticed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Publicity,
and sometimes like interviews too, shows,
Right. So, okay. So if I'm to ask, who is your favorite Nigerian artist? I want to put you on the hot spot, but wait, first answer that one first.
I don't have any, I like all of them.
Okay, I'll put you on the hot spot.
No, but who do you really want to do collaboration with? Like
a male, if I pick a male and a female.
If they just like, okay, the opportunity is here, who do you want to pick? Fast.
Some male, I would like to pick like Omale.
How about for female?
I love Arista.
I knew it was Arasta. I just knew it was Arasta. There are a lot of people, I think it's Shati, or I don't know, maybe famous that likes Arasta. But they always drag Arasta and Thames. I don't know. I like Thames, I like Arasta. I'm like, okay.
I like Thames.
You like Thames?
Oh, I love her. I love her.
She's good. But I like Tiwa, baby.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Okay, so two questions. I hope you will give it a good go. Number one, there is the talent part of singing, and there's the business side of singing. Many times you see that singers always have issues with their promoters or their managers, because the managers tend to get the large part of the money, and even though the artist is very popular, it's still not to have
enough.
So, are you well equipped to attend to that aspect, that you are a good artist? I'm hoping that you become very popular, but the business side of it, have you equipped yourself with the skills
to be able to
so that you don't get popular at the end of
That's you just have popularity and
number two is that you would agree with me that as young people, followers of artists, our value system is dropping, and a large blame of that thing goes to people like you who are grown ahead of you in the industry, because young people look up to people like you. They want to share. You see young boys, the influence that people like us do not even have.
They have more over the youth.
How do you intend to use your music, your talent, to shape the value system of those coming after you, so that young people will look at you and say, "Oh, if Chris Slack can do this, I should
be able to do that." That's like a positive influence.
And again, maybe the third one, and then addendum to the second one is, when we were growing up, we used to know artists with wonderful lyrics, good lyrics, that the drums, the percussion, everything, but when you hear the song, the lyrics they come up with, you can like write Chimeze.
Oh yeah.
Nice music. I'm not from that part of the country, but I love his music. So do you guys, because what we see now is that the lot of noise and no lyrics. I mean, no lyrics. I swear go to the studio and just start singing, because I'm like, are you working on having good lyrics to your music? I don't know if you have a job singing, but are you looking at having quality lyrics
that would influence the people, basically? So I hope, but as much as you can answer, just answer.
Yeah, of course. I'm working on my quality lyrics.
So it's not just about the beats then?
No, it's not just about the lyrics. Is very important. It's like a message you have to spread. So yeah.
Well, I knew I was going to be able to understand just the last question, because even I forgot the first question. I didn't understand the question.
The business aspect is very important. It's not a question. It's more like an advice to him. The business aspect, he asked, have you been able to put that aspect together so you don't just become popular over the years and have nothing to show for it?
Yeah, I have.
Because, like he said, most times the producers are the ones eating the money. Yes, so he asked or advised, have you been able to put that aspect together?
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like it's a process thing, because it's a thing that we keep learning. Even in this industry of journalism, every day we keep learning, because every day new rules keep coming up, new things keep changing. Before, you don't wear shades, you don't wear glasses, even though you have a poor eyesight. You have a poor eyesight, you can't be on screen. But now you even see people with you see them with mirror on their face, things are changing. So the most important thing is, as time is changing, make sure you evolve with time. But while you're evolving, make sure that you're putting out the positive influence and not the negative, not the drinking, not the smoking, not the and when we're hearing
you, plenty women.
Don't make it our ladies because you want to make music. That's positive.
Oh, you still saying it? You are not the one saying it.
That's the question.
Okay, yes, please.
You know, the aspect of drinking and smoking, is it that you felt you don't need it or you don't want or you don't like it? Because some people, if they haven't taken anything, they don't know, like, they can't put things together.
Okay.
Like, no, I have to take something. They can't think straight. Some people will be like, holding the screen, the pen and everything just to bring
inspiration.
out and then you say, no, I can't do it. I have to take something. Even in school, you know, when we are reading and you have just bad guys, you're like, no, I can't read with you guys. Nah, I have to go and take something.
Yeah.
You just feel you don't need it or you need.
No.
What's the
problem is that I don't like it.
I don't like
smoking. I don't like drinking. I can no go area.
That's a good one. That's one because most young adults will tell you, no, but behind, you know, because you see, when they are doing that to make sure they are in the game, and they feel like when they need to be among some group of artists, they get influenced. So please don't bow to pressure because
I'm just going to say, I hope it's not because you're in the studio.
No.
That you're saying I don't like it, I don't. Your baritone voice, I don't like it.
I won't defend him.
Okay.
yeah.
Because lying on stage, do you know he has his
Fans, yeah.
hearing him, I'm sure he will lie about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Like, you know, I trust people who don't do this thing because that means whatever they do is their raw talent.
They are raw talent.
No,
In fact, let's see the raw talent in the studio.
I was going to come, I want to start
Yes.
with that. Number one, what kind of music do you do? Two, hit it out. Give it to us. We want to dance.
We want to
Thank God
hear.
it's Friday.
But first, what genre of music?
What kind of
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Nice.
Nice.
Afrowaves.
Ooh.
Afrobeat.
Thank God it's Friday. Let's go.
See, you're making her day right now. What kind of beats? Don't worry. So give us the song.
Let's go.
Give me a beat.
Should we start?
Let's start.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna sing one of my songs.
Okay.
It's a song. It's called "Prove Them Wrong."
From them. Oh, nice. Okay.
1, 2, goes. So I had to prove them wrong. Still trying to prove them wrong. So I had to prove them wrong. Still trying to prove them wrong.
Let's go.
So I had to prove them wrong. Still trying to prove them wrong. So I had to prove them wrong. Still trying to prove them wrong. But I'm back to be a failure. Because what they do now, my savior. But shit, I'm just remember. Wanna make this pay my deep paper. Baba God, please answer my prayer. I live on my station. Please forgive me for my trespass. Who be that nigga wait up singing and we'll make it so I break all the chin and I hit that for your face. Let them know say three slide to the world. So I have to prove them.
Santa.
Yay.
Run, run.
I have to prove them.
Run, run. Back up.
Give him a huge big kudos because no percussion.
No.
Bam! Because I'm proving them wrong too.
Slap will prove them wrong. Without drugs, without smoking, anything, he will blow.
Man, you know who spoke now?
Do you know who? Do you know who?
It's TK. Let's leave it at that. TK just spoke. Say amen to that. Amen.
What do you call it? What is the word? The attachment, whatever is that he will not smoke and he will not take
Drink.
He will blow. With that, of course, he has. Let's say
amen to
That was fantastic. I was dancing to it.
I was listening to the lyrics words by words, and they were very. My savior, you're praying.
And you know you want to prove them wrong. Even me, I'm still proving wrong. You see this blood here?
Yeah. Patricia, I will change your name. I will change your name.
I'm proving wrong. You are good, sweetheart. You are very
good. You are good. Trust me.
I look forward to seeing
your music. Yes. And of course, when you have your albums, you have your EP, anything, just let us know. We'll support you from Galaxy and, put it on air for you. Yes. So, yes, that's been an amazing one. Hopefully, let's take one last topic now before we go. Jane, what are we talking about? We still have like 5 minutes more plus.